welcome to issue 31 of Geek Pop Podcast. I am your host, Toby.
Which, I'm sad that you messed that up because you started so formally. Hello, everyone.
Their clan is Josh.
Josh,
I'm your only hope today, apparently.
Your white hope. Are we going with that one? Is that the winner?
Oh, we're just going to roll rolling.
All right. What's going on, everybody?
Once I hit record on this 8 track.
Yeah, we don't stop.
You can't stop.
Tapes are expensive, Toby. So why'd you switch up the intro? You said hello.
I actually drew a mental blank of what I usually say.
I could hear the panic in your voice. After the word hello came out, I could hear that you didn't know what to do next, and then you said the word hope.
That was just the plane caught on fire and just spiraled out of control immediately.
Oh man, you turned into an Ultimate Warrior promo. You grabbed control of the plane, turned it into a nosedive.
Door, Hulk Hogan.
Great. I love that I can reference that. You know what I'm saying. Perfect.
Josh, did you watch the Super Bowl? Because that happened on Sunday.
Not even a little bit.
So you didn't see the most depressing commercials of all time?
I know. I heard that they were very depressing, though.
Yeah, so usually the Super Bowl, especially the commercials, is a time for these are the new funny commercials you're going to see for the next 3 months.
You came for the laughs, not the feels.
Not the tears.
Yeah.
So maybe for an hour before the Super Bowl started, for like half hour, there was a pre-game show about Pat Tillman, who was a football player who joined the some sort of Marine Corps. He became a ranger.
Some sort of Marine Corps. Okay.
I was trying to think of the word of the Rangers. So if you become a ranger, you're pretty gung-ho.
You're
I'm going to be a military guy instead.
Yeah.
So he quit football to be a ranger and then died from friendly fire while being a ranger.
Dang.
So there's now a Pat Tillman Fund where they basically do what all those kind of charity funds do and give money to people who want to better their careers and their lives and shit like that.
Yeah.
So we watched that for half an hour. So we got to watch two different families crying about how their loved ones died in war and how they were gone. So while we were watching that, I started screaming at the TV, yeah, this is really funny, this is a good time. And it progressively got worse throughout the night. And it culminated in, there was a commercial for, it was either shoes or it might have been a Nationwide commercial. Where first, there was a woman that had 2 fake legs.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
But they were showing her, like, she wanted to be a dancer and a skier. So they showed her dancing and skiing.
At the same time?
Like they cut back and forth.
Oh, okay.
They're trying to motivate everybody, I guess, with that. And then later, there was the same kind of commercial from Nationwide, definitely this time, with a little kid that was missing his legs, and the little kid's challenges to be a functioning part of society.
Wow. So that really brought down the Super Bowl, you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm so glad you brought it to our comedy podcast then. It's great.
But so the Super Bowl happened. Josh, I won $50 because I crushed those prop bets we talked about the week before.
Which ones won it for you?
The big one for me was I successfully predicted what Katy Perry's opening song would be during a halftime show.
Which was?
Roar.
Roar?
How's that? Because it has lines like, I have the eye of the tiger. I'm going to roar like a lion.
Okay, so it's where she rips off Survivor?
Yeah, basically she rips off a lot of things.
Okay.
And that's also when she came out in her, as you call it, Bam Bam Bigelow outfit.
I mean, what else is it? Like, I mean, that's clearly what that outfit is, right?
I guess.
I mean, it's flame. It's a flame costume.
Well, she's fucking hot. Let it go.
I mean, so was Bam Bam, I guess.
You're an idiot.
In different ways. He was, hot like fire in the ring. I don't know.
He wasn't that either, but
he's pretty slow.
He's a big guy.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
But then, so they did that. So they played all the classics. They actually played I Kissed a Girl.
Don't say classics.
They're all classics.
Don't call Katy Perry music classics.
They played I Kissed a Girl, which seems a little risque for family-friendly TV.
Wait.
And Lenny Kravitz came out for a guest star surprise.
I heard Lenny Kravitz saying I kissed a girl. And then that's how they made it okay. Because if a boy kisses a girl, it's all good.
He sang the first line of one of the verses. She still sang her choruses. And she also did the seductive, I'm going to squat down and stand up and push my butt into his crotch move once. Ooh. And I thought that was probably crossing the line.
Wait, I mean, that song is played on radio stations. How's that any different than the Super Bowl?
Because it's about kissing girls.
But like, if
it's about girls kissing girls.
Toby, I don't know if you remember, But riding the bus going to school, they used to play the radio, and they'd play, like the pop station or whatever. So, like, 4-year-olds on the bus, or however old you are when you go to school, 5-year-olds on the bus have heard that Katy Perry song. Like,
I guess. I mean, I'm just throwing it out there. This is in the no fun league. This is everything has to be
no fun league.
Very PG.
At some point, did someone rip off her boob and then show like a taped up boob underneath?
I had my fingers crossed the entire time, but that never happened.
That was okay. So I feel like I've been lied to for like the majority of my life. So the whole like Janet Jackson wardrobe malfunction thing happened, right? Mm-hmm. I wasn't watching the show live when it happened. So then you heard about it later. And this is like when YouTube was getting started. So like. It was hard to see the video because it wasn't online and they were taking it down and stuff. It wasn't like now you can go and watch anything you want. So I didn't actually see it happen for years and years. I just heard about it and heard everyone freaking out about it. Finally, like 4 or 5 years later, went and actually found the video and looked at it. Like you don't see any nip. She's still covered up. It's like the boob cup comes off and then she's got like a pasty on.
Yeah,
I mean
that's all it ever was.
That's what we freaked out about. That's what we as a nation added a 7-second delay for.
Yeah, Josh, there's a lot of things that happen. There was, so with the 7-second delay thing now, there was one of the Seahawks players scored a touchdown. You see him drop the ball.
Yeah.
The camera hard cuts. And then all of a sudden there was a penalty for excessive celebration. And they never showed the replay why. So the whole game, all me and my friends were like, why the fuck won't they show the replay of this? And I couldn't figure it out. I found out the next morning that apparently he pretended that he either pooped on the ball or pooped the ball out after that part that everybody saw.
Both of
so
those
that
are
7-second delay ruins what the penalty was for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, if you can't get a touchdown and then like pantomime sex with the football, like or any sort of nasty thing, then what's the point of watching?
That's why it's called the No Fun League now. That's why people got creative with the NFL part.
With the no fun league. So you think the NFL is anti girls kissing girls?
I'm sure they are.
Are they anti boys kissing boys?
Probably even more so.
What if I get super rich and I just form a gay football team? Would they let me put it in the league?
No, because the league's locked at 32 teams, and you probably need a shitload of money to get yourself in there.
What if I buy a team and I turn it into like we just turn like the Seattle Seahawks into the Seattle Gays but it's a really positive role model, and they all wear pink because the NFL already wears pink all the time, so that's not a big deal.
And then they don't arrest domestic abuse people and
fuck the NFL, man. They don't like songs about kissing girls, and then they let people beat their wives. That's terrible.
I mean, it's a whole different conversation. But a dude that was smoking weed got a longer suspension than a guy that punches his girlfriend.
Jesus.
That's the stance that the NFL took at the beginning of the year.
I almost tripped my friend.
This whole podcast is depressing. So
yeah, it is.
Josh.
Yeah.
Here was the most exciting part of the Super Bowl for me.
I think the most exciting part was when that shark started dancing.
That was up there. We kept joking around and saying, I wonder who's in the costumes. And I kept saying I was in all those costumes. And if people wanted to interview me later, they could. Because they can't prove I wasn't. Josh, they can't prove you weren't the shark or the beach ball.
I can. I can prove that you weren't.
How?
Because you weren't there.
Yes, I was.
I can place you tweeting or something during the time of the Super Bowl.
My geolocation on Twitter is turned off for precisely these reasons, so I don't ruin big surprises like beach ball Toby.
You don't ruin the illusion that you were in a anthropomorphic shark.
Yeah.
That would be the first time you've been inside an anthropomorphic shark.
That's called Friday night.
You got to get your rocks off somehow.
So,
what was your most exciting part of the Super Bowl? Tell me.
So my one friend is fucking crazy. And there's 5 of us watching the game. 4 of the people wanted the Seattle Seahawks to win. One man standing alone.
Was that you?
That man's name was Toby. He
what
said, let's go New England.
I hate the guy who doesn't go along with the group at a party. He's like, hey, your team sucks. Yeah, that's you. That's you right now.
Okay. Because I'm sure whenever you watch wrestling with your friends, y'all root for the same exact people, right?
I don't have friends that I watch wrestling with, so.
You're not friends either. I know.
That too. So you know what? It's a moot point. Screw you.
It's a point a cow makes.
It's a moo point. So you like the Patriots? You're rooting for the bad guys.
First of all,
you rooting for the bad guys.
Josh, before Week 1 started, this was the most critical moment of the night for me, or maybe the second most critical point of the night. When we first started watching football this season, we always keep our fantasy football draft boards up in our friend's garage, so we can reflect upon the draft as the year goes on. It's easier to reflect that way.
Okay, I get you.
I need some sort of acknowledgement.
I was lost for a second. I know I was lost for a second, but I'm on board now. All right.
Okay, so before the first week started, we all wrote down our picks of who we thought was going to be in the Super Bowl.
And you wrote down the Patriots.
And Seattle. I actually wrote down the Super Bowl back in September.
Wow.
And I was super pissed off I didn't bet on that.
We could have just skipped this whole NFL season.
Yeah, because of me. They really
I
should.
wish they would have done that because I've heard too much about the NFL this season.
That's what you get for doing a podcast.
Yeah, you talk about the NFL too much.
It's almost over now. But anyway.
I'm so glad. Only to move on to the next stupid sport I don't care about.
Baseball starts soon.
Okay, baseball's all right. If you want to talk to me about baseball, it's fine.
Okay, shut up. So my one buddy, end of the game's rolling around. Seattle's driving. There's like 45 seconds left. Looks like Patriots lost. Everyone else in the household is happy. I don't really give a shit, but I bet money on the game, and I was like, my chances of winning this $50 is fleeting right now. You know, it's all falling apart. So they line up. They're on like the 5-yard line, Josh.
Uh-huh.
So they have 45 seconds, a timeout, and 3 more plays to get a touchdown to win the game.
Okay.
They're lined up. They line up in what's called a shotgun formation, which is where the quarterback is a couple yards back from where the ball gets hiked from.
Okay.
I'm trying to teach you stuff at the same time here.
All right.
So usually when you go shotgun, it means you're going to pass the ball.
Okay, like you like a short distance, but it spreads out really far, right? Like a shotgun.
Not really.
Is it like a BFG?
Well, okay, yeah, they line up in the BFG formation.
Okay, thank you.
So Seattle has one of the best running backs in the league.
And that's the guy who runs.
Yes,
but he doesn't
He's the
do
one
it
you
backwards.
just hand the ball to, and you just plow through people.
Okay.
So everyone keeps thinking they're going to hand it to Marshawn Lynch to run the ball, and instead they call shotgun. And my friend immediately goes, "Why the fuck are they in shotgun formation?" And it's a normal tone of voice. It's a normal speaking tone of voice. So they hike the ball. Russell Wilson, the quarterback, throws the ball, gets intercepted with probably about 30 seconds left in the game, and completely loses the game for Seattle Seahawks. And that one play pretty much crushed any chance they had left.
I heard about this one play.
Yes, because it's been all over the news forever.
Yeah.
And I'm sure until next week it's still going to be out there.
I tried to avoid it, but I mean...
Well, it's too late now.
But you won.
So I won. I have a smug smile on my face because I'm just thinking about the $50 I'm about to receive. My friend, who for whatever reason just hates the Patriots more than life itself, gets to this outrageous tone of just screaming, like, "Why the fuck were they in shotgun? Why the fuck were they in shotgun?" Over and over and over for maybe the next 45 seconds. His face is turning red. He's looking around the room screaming, "Why the fuck did they go in shotgun?" And it just pretty much ruins the rest of the night.
I mean, like, did you worry he was going to hurt you at any point in that?
Every once in a while, I get nervous because he gets ragey. And then we counted up all the prop bets. And because I was the only person that wanted the Patriots to win, all the categories that involved the Patriots winning, I racked up points for right at the end.
Nice.
And then I won the entire thing because of my blind devotion to a team I don't really care about.
Are the Patriots like the Yankees of football?
They are pretty goddamn close.
Okay, so it's like the team that has too much money and like everything's behind them to win.
You can't buy a team in the football the same way you can in baseball. They just have a really good team. Yeah.
Well, the reason I ask is because the authority likes the Patriots.
They were there.
Yes, I have to come at football from my wrestling knowledge. So if the
you
bad
guys
guys
are all from the same area, right?
Yeah, that's why I mean. But if the bad guys like them, they must be bad. They must be bad guys.
Joel McHale likes Seahawks.
Joel McHale is a good guy.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he is. Joel McHale is a hero.
To who?
To me. I mean, he's funny. He's a funny guy. He's on the show The Soup. You ever seen The Soup? He plays clips.
Does he?
Yeah.
He talks over him? Like every other talk show ever?
Yeah. Yeah, he was one of the first ones to do it.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, he was on Sons of Anarchy for a while.
Josh, he was like the third or fourth host of The Soup.
Okay, but the Soup as a whole was maybe early in all this. Listen, I didn't come to this argument with a lot of facts, Toby. I'm going to be honest with you. I just think Joel McHale's kind of dreamy.
Josh, if you had to use one word to describe your girlfriend, what would it be?
Non-existent.
So would you use the word invisible?
No, because it's deeper than that. If she was invisible, we could still interact in some way.
For $24.99 a month, invisible boyfriend / girlfriend will send up to 100 texts, 10 voicemails, and 1 postcard from a special guy or gal whose name, physical appearance, hobbies, and personality are distinctly curated by you.
So I heard about this. But first of all, it's too expensive. I don't want to spend that much money on a girlfriend. If
I have some bad news for you, fella.
Yeah, but that was my caveat. If there's not some quid pro quo going on, you know what I'm saying? Listen, I don't want to get crude here, but there's a certain response back that your time and money invested in usually nets you.
I got you.
I don't know if that makes me a pig, but it is what it is, people. An invisible girlfriend is not going to recoup my investment.
There's some common mistakes you want to avoid if you sign up for Invisible Girlfriend, Josh.
Yeah, don't tell them.
Don't contradict something you've already said about them.
Something you said about the Invisible Girlfriend?
Yeah.
So it's like, you're a tall, attractive female, and then next I say, like, you're a short blonde, and they're like, yes, I am. I'm like, liar?
Do not waste one of your 100 texts on arguing semantics about what they're supposed to look like.
Last time you told me you were Latina. I mean,
Josh, you want to avoid forgetting details about her. That goes for a regular girlfriend too.
I want to avoid forgetting details. Yeah, that goes for interacting with human beings. Like, I mean, that's not a good tip for this.
Yeah, you want to avoid giving specific details that can be researched and discredited.
That's fair, I guess. I don't know.
You want to avoid getting gross, Josh. Invisible Boyfriend doesn't send or receive sext messages, and your account will be suspended if you do this.
Then what the fuck is the point, Toby? If I can't even sext with my invisible girlfriend, that's 90% of the reason you text a girl.
Josh is really painting himself in a fantastic light tonight.
All right, so they're texting about things that aren't even real. Like, I'm looking at some example texts, like, hey, had a good time can I pick you up at 5 o'clock? Had a great time on Friday night. Me too. Who knew I would be so good at mini golf? What? That never happened.
This is pretty much, I'm going to pull the blinders of life over my eyes as hard as fucking possible.
all this is so you can go home at Christmas and be like, look, Mom, see? She's real. She's texting me right now.
Listen, she's texting me right now. She's asking about Christmas. No, she can't send me a picture. That's rude, Mom. That's rude.
You don't know where she goes to a different school. That's what this is. This is she goes to a different school for the modern era.
Yeah, since you can't just fake have girlfriends or boyfriends anymore because of the internet, this is the next step. You just involve the internet with it.
Oh, so you can get a picture of them. So they get people to submit selfies, and then you can show people, this is my invisible girlfriend, this is my invisible boyfriend.
Do you think that we could sign up to be invisible boyfriends?
Sure. All I'm seeing is some of the invisible girlfriends that they have example selfies. Like, I wouldn't want to brag to my friends that they were my girlfriend.
That's strike number 4 for Josh tonight.
I mean, sure. But listen, if I'm paying $25 a month for a fake girlfriend, like, she's gonna be like a model, right? Like, listen, I can go get an unattractive girl right now.
Does it not seem more suspect though if you like flash a picture of a model?
Yeah.
Versus flashing a picture of a normal-looking girl? I mean, wouldn't they be like, Josh, that's fucking Kate Upton, you moron. That is not your girlfriend.
I mean, this whole house of cards is gonna fall down anyway. You might live the dream for a little bit, you know? I mean, it's all gonna fall apart when they're like, oh, can I meet her sometime? No.
Listen, I can either build the house of cards and slowly light the bottom on fire and watch them burn, or I can just drop a Hollywood block right on top of the whole thing at once.
I mean, sure. I mean, I guess it depends on what style you want to go with, but I would prefer maybe just the instant decrediting of the whole thing rather than like them believing me and then subtly, like, slowly learning that I'm a weird liar.
I'm sure they're gonna learn that anyway, though.
How much is this again? $25?
$25 a month, so that's $250 a year.
Oh, I get a
handwritten note. $300 a year.
I get a handwritten note too.
Who cares?
Well, it's a little bit more personal than
Josh. I'll give you a handwritten note once a month for $15 a month.
Really?
Yeah. 10. I'll make them nice too. I'll even to write dirty to you.
Well, will you? Can I sex with you?
Yeah, but is it still if it's
That
is it,
costs
like-
extra.
No, it's writing then.
It's writing. We're gonna write.
No, it's writing, motherfucker.
Striting a sex.
Writing.
Wouldn't be a SOT, a sex note?
If that's yeah.
I only pay my strippers in snotes.
I'm sure they love that.
Yeah. So you also get voicemails too. That's a weird thing. Like, how do they leave a voicemail without like? I guess you could pick up and talk to them. Would they just be like?
I don't think you can. I think that defeats the purpose of it. I think they'd probably say like, "This is the phone number. If it calls, you're not allowed to answer. Just like go to voicemail."
I would answer it just to be like, "Ah, I caught you."
Oh, Josh, I just missed you again. Oh, I'm so sorry, honey. Oh, I hope your day is going okay. I hope you have a nice weekend. I'll talk to you later.
I'll see you at mini golf.
See you at mini golf. We were there last night. We're going again tomorrow.
We always go to mini golf. It's just our recurring date. Let's talk about like how this works. So it's all different people, right? That's what I read. It's like when you send a text, it goes to their like, I don't know, Amazon Turk service or whatever, and a random person will reply. So you're not always talking to the same invisible boyfriend or girlfriend.
Well, right. That's why I would assume that you can't
remember details
try to contradict
yeah.
them because it completely defeats the purpose of obviously no one knows what the hell you talked to with the last person.
Then how do the voicemails work? Like 10 random voicemails from random different people?
Yeah, it's probably Monday morning.
Hey.
Oh, yeah, I just missed you. I hope you had a nice weekend. Talk to you later.
This is Ryan Gosling calling again. I know I sound completely different than last time.
Enjoy my new film, The Notebook.
I mean, I get to pick the name of my invisible girlfriend, right?
Yeah. What happens if someone actually like? Let's say you are the quote unquote invisible writer.
Yes.
What if you fall in love with the person?
You
What
know.
if you just have such a great day?
Yeah.
Talking to like, oh look, Josh is hitting up his invisible girlfriend again, and this girl is just having a rough day and desperate, and she's like, he really seems like a nice guy, and I'm really fucking desperate right now. And then she just gives you her real phone number. Do you think that's a thing?
I mean, like to be fair, if I was one of the invisible boyfriends texting girls, I would fall in love instantly. Like,
I would love so many girls.
I would. I'd be like, oh my gosh, I love how she used the smiley face. Like
she cares about me.
Yes, I would. The whole charade would fall down around me the second I get like a nice text from a girl.
Josh's first day would be like, okay, so as part of your training, we just have to tell you, you will be talking to a lot of different people. They can't ask you too many personal questions. Never give out your personal phone number.
Then that would be like the second text I send to every girl.
They'd be like, hey, how's your day? Josh is texting back. My number is 555-555-5555. Text me later. Miss you. Love you. Bye.
Hey
Kissy
girl,
face.
I'm gonna hit you up with these digits. Just go ahead and ignore that other phone number they gave you.
This is why we can't have nice things.
This is why we can't be invisible boyfriends.
Damn it.
Or real boyfriends.
Hey, girl.
Hey, girl.
No, we can't be real boyfriends for different reasons.
It's completely different reasons.
Josh, when you think mayorism of a state, who do you feel like the best candidates are for those types of roles?
Mayorism?
Yeah, like you're running for mayor.
Is that the term? Mayorism?
I don't know. Sure.
That sounds like someone who has come down with a bad case of John Mayer.
That seems fantastic.
I've got some
Katy Perry
mayorism.
throwing herself at you.
Oh yeah, that's right. Candidates for mayor, I think former professional wrestlers are pretty good for that. I really think like guys who have done like really just white trashy talk shows would be pretty great as mayor. That sort of ilk, that sort of
okay.
like that kind of like disgraced former celebrity.
Okay, that's good because 2 Chainz wants to run for mayor of his hometown in Georgia.
Do you think that city just becomes instant martial law the second he takes over? Like, what happens? What does he do?
Yeah, well, see, before we get to that point, the reason I want to talk to you about this, what does he really have a chance of winning?
Probably.
And if he wins, like, does he actually win?
I mean, do you think someone would step in and tell 2 Chainz he can't take the city over?
Yeah, like, think about the times where, like, Mountain Dew had the contest and named a new brand of Mountain Dew.
Hitler did
and
nothing
people
wrong.
named it, like, Hitler Dew and Holocaust Mountain Dew Orange.
Yeah, I think the actual winner was Hitler did nothing wrong.
Yeah. And then, obviously, they vetoed that vote.
Well, but this is like actual, like, it's real government. This isn't some corporation that can, like, just wipe it away and say, nope, he didn't win, we're going to take the white guy instead. Like,
But does real government have safety precautions like that where this kind of shit can't happen? Or if 2 Chainz does he just win?
I mean, we've had some really shitty presidents over the years where this precaution didn't kick in. I mean, like, if you think about it too, like, we had Reagan. He was a movie star, right?
He was.
So, like, that's the old-timey equivalent of 2 Chainz running for mayor.
I guess so.
And no one cared back then, so no one's gonna care now. Dude, if no one stopped Jesse the Body Ventura from becoming a political person, I can't remember if he was mayor or governor, but, you know, if he can do it, 2 Chainz is gonna be great. Jesse Ventura is a dude who like, he believes every conspiracy theory he's ever heard now. Like, he had a whole TV show about him.
He does. He's a genius. He's a real go-getter.
But, like, at some point, someone let him run something. Like, gubernatorially.
That's a good word.
So 2 Chainz is going to be fine. Everyone's going to be cool. It's going to be a real chill city.
Yeah.
I don't know much about 2 Chainz. Is he going to be a good man?
I don't know. He has tattoos. He's a rapper. He has dreads.
Is he going to legalize weed like the second?
I hope so.
Do you think 2 Chainz gets really bummed like the second he takes office, and it's not just like as baller as he imagines? He thinks it's like
he actually has to do work every day.
Yeah, he's like, oh man, like there's real paperwork involved here.
I'm supposed to go on tour for the next 3 months. Mayor Chainz, you cannot leave. There are a couple big meetings coming up this week that you have to be here for.
Mayor Chainz. Did you know that 2 Chainz is also known as Titty Boy?
Nice.
I think that says mayoral candidate right there, Titty Boy. Also, his picture here on his article, he's wearing a hat that just says "fuck" on it.
See, he knows what's up. It's all about the strippers and fucking.
And he's smoking like the biggest joint I've ever seen, and also wearing 2 Chainz. So, like, I mean, at least his name's accurate.
That's where it came from. One day he put on 2 chains and he was like, I can never take these off. I have to wear 2 chains forever.
I can't go back to 1 chain. He should totally start wearing 1 chain. It'd be like that time that Pink stopped dyeing her hair pink. Do you remember that? I guess that's now. That's current.
She grew up.
She grew up and stopped dyeing her hair pink, but then her name's still Pink.
Okay.
Maybe I'm a little bit more outraged than you are.
Apparently. I was trying to think of other things like that were fucked up, but I couldn't come up with one quickly. So I'm just going to respond to your statement in silence, I think. Josh, do you think you have a secure password?
Like the most secure. I recently upgraded my password creation standards.
Are you one of those people that take 4 different words and put them together?
Well,
you don't have to get too in depth. Don't ruin your password, obviously. But when you say you've upped your game, what does that mean?
It means that instead of taking a single word and like adding stuff at the end of it, I've now mixed in a string of characters. So like it just looks like nonsense more. You know what I mean? Like it's like not. It's harder to guess based on information about me. How about that?
Okay.
Yeah.
That makes sense. Mine's usually combinations of random letters and symbols.
Yeah.
But there's even times where, like, you know how different websites, I guess, use a different sliding scale of this is secure, insecure?
Yes.
For like, if I use my password on Google, it'll say like medium.
Yep.
But if I use my password on something else, it always says like high or very high. I don't understand how there's different systems to rate the password in the same qualifications.
Well, I mean, they're making it all up as they go along. So someone thinks you should add one more exclamation point than the other site, but here's the secret: you need to get 1 password.
I pretty much have one for everything.
No. It's like a program thing. It's a thing you install in your browser. I think that's what I use. No, I use LastPass. But basically,
that sounds more.
Basically, you can have a different password for every site, and then it fills it in automatically for you, and you only have to remember your LastPass password.
Doesn't that seem less secure?
No, because then, like, if a single site gets hacked, like right now, like I got an email today that Raptor got hacked, and it said, change your password, because we lost all your passwords and shit. Whoops. But, like, if I had signed up using LastPass for Raptor, and I lost my password there, who gives a fuck? Because it's the only place I'm using it. Like,
what happens if LastPass gets hacked?
Well, then I'm fucked. Yeah, then
that's what I'm saying. You're putting all your defense behind one possibly stronger point. But if they break down that one wall, you're done.
Sure, but it is no less secure than using the exact same password for every website anyway.
I guess.
Yeah, I mean, it's the exact same amount of insecure, and you feel more secure. because
That's all that matters.
you would hope that LastPass, because they're doing a single job, is not going to get hacked. If they do,
it's security theater, like the TSA.
Yeah, as in they give you the illusion of security when really it's just all hand waving.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Josh, the reason I asked.
Yes.
The top 25 worst passwords were compiled by Splash Data.
Oh, cool. Is the number one God?
It's not. None of those ones from hackers are on here.
I'm upset that you knew instantly what I was talking about.
So I'm going to rattle them down real quick. If you want me to stop, we'll discuss.
Hit them.
Starting at 25. Trust no one.
No way.
The number one.
No way.
Number 24. Batman.
I believe that one. I believe that one entirely.
23 is 123123.
Okay.
22 is 696969.
Okay.
21 Superman.
I love that people are dirty enough that that's one of the top 25 passwords. 6969. Like,
It's number 22 on the list.
it makes me happy that like everyone is sitting over there giggling at the word at 69, and it's not just me.
No one ever goes up.
Yeah, I mean, like it's a real heartwarming thing.
All right, so 21 is Superman.
Superman. Okay, he's more popular than Batman.
Yeah, apparently.
Interesting.
Number 20 is Michael.
What the fuck?
19 is Master.
Okay.
18 is Shadow. 17 is Access. 16 is Mustang. 15 is 111111. 14 is ABC123.
Okay.
13 is Let Me In.
I have a. Excuse me. I've actually seen someone's computer with a little post-it note with their password hooked to it, and their password was "Let Me In." So I've literally seen "Let Me In" used in the wild before. Yeah.
Speaking of the wild, number 12 is Monkey.
What? These don't make any sense. Okay.
Number 11 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay.
10 is football.
That
9
makes
is
a
Dragon.
lot of sense. Dragon. Okay.
8 is baseball. 7 is 1, 2, 3, 4. 6 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Okay.
5 is QWERTY.
Yeah.
4 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh shit! I've used that one before.
3 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If you know, it's pretty much 7 through 3 so far, just running your fingers across the keyboard.
Yep.
Different lengths of time. Number 2 is the word password.
Oh jeez. Oh my gosh.
And number 1 is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So because most sites probably require at least 6 characters in a password.
Yeah.
So yeah, like the people who stopped at 6, the sites only required 6. The people who stopped at 8, the sites required 8, and so on.
Yeah. The only reason one had 1 through 8 and one had 1 through 9 is because more sites only need 8 characters versus
Yes, exactly.
all 9 characters.
Jeez, that you all like the very first thing you hear, like when someone hands you a computer, like you always hear the "don't use password as your password." Like that's always like the joke thing, and so many people in the world use that as that's a really good password. That's incredible. And then the sports too, the sports references, just the football, baseball. What kind of sad person? What kind of sad person is like can't come up with anything more interesting than here's a giant broad category of thing I'm interested in. Football.
I wish one of the top passwords was stuff.
Television.
PC. Computer.
It's just things they see around their desk. Stapler. Wow. I've only used one of those, and that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 used to be my random, like for accounts that I don't care about that I had to sign up for to get on, forums and stuff. I would sometimes do that because it's really easy to remember, and I figured not going to 9 and stopping at 8 made it harder to crack.
I feel like one of mine used to be like the whole QWERTY row all the way to the backslash.
Oh, that's good.
I forget why or where it was, but I think I should just rub my finger all the way across the keyboard.
I like the ones that are like based on the physical layout of the keyboard, where like the actual password doesn't make any sense, and then you look down and it's like, oh, it totally makes sense because it forms like a V on the keyboard or something.
That's actually how most of mine are.
Oh yeah,
and because people say like, why is that your password? And I said, oh, it's because you can just do the shape. And then they figure it out. And they're like, oh, I guess that makes sense. I'm like,
It makes it hard if you're like on like your phone or something. It's a weird keyboard.
Yeah.
I guess most phones have actual full keyboards now, though.
And the easiest PIN number I ever had was at Circuit City. We had to have minimum 4-digit codes to log into your account.
Uh-huh.
So I'll just rub my finger down in the middle of the key, like the number pad.
Uh-huh.
So I think all my passwords are always like 2580, and I just hit enter right away.
Nice.
It's way quicker. I have to punch it all the time.
Yeah, when I had an Android phone, so it's not my current phone, so no one can come break into my phone if they see me. But my Android phone, they have that like pattern password thing.
Yeah.
So that was literally me just squiggling my finger on the side, so I was hitting all the dots on the side in like a lightning shape.
I had lightning shapes. I had T's a bunch of times.
Yeah, a T was too hard because my phone's really big, so I had to like reach across. So I was literally just hitting the ones that I could reach from the side. It worked out.
Josh's baby hands really broke his security policy.
No, it's the giant phone, not my. It's regular sized hands. My hands, Toby, average. We'll say average hands.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, it's not the size of the hands; it's the motion of the ocean.
Josh, what was the weirdest thing you used to ever do in school?
In school that I did?
Yeah, did you ever play like Ninja Turtles or Lord of the Rings or Superman or Spider-Man or anything?
I remember I was playing like Power Rangers at some point in school because I think I told that story where I wanted to be the Orange Ranger and then they told me that there wasn't an Orange Ranger. But we did that, I think. But other than that, there was nothing I think too weird. There's probably lots of made-up games I can't think of right now. Which is great for a podcast. Lots of things I can't think of.
So, Josh, the reason I ask is because the father of a 4th grader in Kermit, Texas, claims his son was suspended from school because the boy stated he had the one ring, as in the one featured in J.R.R. Tolkien's Lord of the Rings and Hobbit, and that he could use the ring to make his friend disappear. The 9-year-old was accused of making a terroristic threat, his father, Jason Stewart, told the Odessa American. Stewart said their family recently watched The Hobbit Battle of Five Armies, and his son was enthusiastic about the film. The disgruntled dad told New York Daily News that his son, quote-unquote, didn't mean anything by the statement, and he assured them that his son lacks the magical powers necessary to threaten his friend's existence. Stewart wrote an email to the Daily News. If he did, I'm sure he'd bring him right back. And when the newspaper asked Superintendent Bill Boyd about the suspension, Boyd told him that all student stuff is confidential.
Wow.
So the kid basically took a fake Lord of the Rings, the One Ring, to school, told his friend he was going to make him disappear with it, and then got suspended.
Is this like the ultimate example of just like the snake eating its tail? Like we've gotten so stupid that we can't even discern fantasy from reality anymore?
I understand if he was brandishing a fake gun around and he was like, I'm going to make you disappear, and was pointing the gun at his friend. But if he goes to school with a ring and says, I like this movie, I'm going to make you disappear.
Yeah. I
would assume that'd be okay.
Yeah, I think that's fine. I don't think that's a big deal. That certainly shouldn't fall into any like zero tolerance policies.
But here's the second part of it, Josh. This is the kid's 3rd suspension. He's been in school. He's also been suspended for referring to another student's skin color.
White!
And got in trouble for bringing a kid's book about pregnancy to school.
But it was a kid's book about pregnancy.
Yeah.
So kids can't learn about pregnancy at all at school now?
Not until the proper grade when they sign papers, I guess.
Jesus.
When the one about the student's skin color, unless he dropped a hard N on his friend or something, I see no reason for that either.
You're black. How dare you? Like, what is the worst he could have said? Like, I mean, honestly, kid.
Hey, white Josh.
Yeah.
Hey.
White Josh. That's what people call me. That's what everybody in prison calls me. Oh, it's white power Josh over there.
I mean, that sounds fucked up. If he's just like white Josh, that shouldn't be that big of a deal. I
mean, like, and there's also something about when you're a kid, like, not understanding the social context of all that, right? Like I remember, I've heard a story from when I was little that, you know, I grew up in a very, like, white area. I saw a black lady at Walmart or something and, like, pointed and said, like, look, Mom, like, her skin's black. Like, I was just pointing at a difference in a person, right? And like I think the black lady was cool about it, which is good, and said like, yeah, you know, like some of us are. And
did she call you a little honky or anything?
Yeah, she probably should have. But I mean, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, kids don't understand like that's a thing, you know. Like people are prejudiced about this. Kids just know that, you know, hey, your skin's different than my skin.
Well, I mean, like, I don't know why you can't acknowledge that. Like, how else are you supposed to learn when you're younger? If you can't ask questions about, like,
exactly,
you look the complete opposite that I do. Why can't I not talk to you about this and find out why?
That is the worst form of tolerance. The fake like politically correct tolerance, the worst form that it takes is the complete like refusal to acknowledge differences, you know, in people. Like, what? No, I don't see color. There's nothing different between the two of us.
And it's like, right, on the inside there isn't, and that's where we can get along.
Yeah.
But on the outside, we visually look different in about 10 different ways.
Yeah.
These are all okay. This is what makes us different.
Exactly. And I'm sure that kid wasn't coming at it from a racist standpoint.
Like I said, unless he was like, he dropped a hard end on the kid or something like
it
that.
It sounds like he's too busy learning the birds and the bees to worry about black people.
He's trying to read books and make people disappear. I didn't say he's getting suspended from school.
Oh, I like this kid. We should get him on the show.
That'd be awesome. Our first live interview, a 9-year-old.
And his mic goes hot. He drops a hard end right there. He proves us wrong about everything.
I wouldn't even bleep it out. I'd be like, so it says here you got suspended for mentioning a kid's skin color. And he was like, yeah, I called him a dumb.
And we'd be like, okay, yeah, great.
Thanks for joining us. For me. My Skype's breaking up. I'm roboting. I'll talk to you later.
That's what we're gonna. If we do ever talk to someone and they get really annoying, we're both just gonna know to use that.
Okay, done.
Future reference.
So Josh, every week we like when people write in at cast@geek-pop.com and help us out with our new favorite segment where we overanalyze the greatest songs that are out there.
We've heard some great songs so far,
and we've heard some shitty songs like last week.
Well, I was upselling. We've heard mostly shitty songs.
This song comes in from Kieran, who wants us to listen to the song. The song's either called Agadoo, or it's by a group called Agadoo.
Agadoo!
And then,
is it like the John Cena theme?
And the song or band is either named Black Lace. Are you ready?
Ready.
Josh, what the fuck just happened?
All right, you guys have to go watch this video because it was like Rod Stewart formed the Wiggles.
Napoleon Dynamite may or may not be in the band.
Yeah. It was as if Rod Stewart and he like joined the cast of Napoleon Dynamite and then formed the Wiggles all at the same time.
So I guess it's like a drinking song, like Margaritaville or something.
Okay, it was very repetitive, very like dance heavy. Like it was something you would do in the club.
Oh, when you find me in the club,
In the club.
dun,
But
dun,
like like a family friendly club.
dun, dun, dun,
Unless
pineapple.
pushing pineapples might be a euphemism
Dun,
for something.
I ain't in the making drinks. Push me in the pineapple. Something, something, something.
Do you think that's code for something, Toby? Push pineapple?
I don't know, but pushing pineapples in any hole seems horrible.
Yeah, those are pointy. Have you seen a
They're
pineapple?
stabby.
Stabby
But
pineapple.
they will rip your asshole like paper.
Well, is that where you're putting yours?
I mean, I don't know where else to put it.
You gotta keep this pineapple somewhere.
I'm going to stick it on my butt then.
Yeah, I mean that's
And it's going to tear my asshole like paper.
unused hole. Rod Stewart, everyone.
Rod Stewart. Break it down. Stomach full of semen.
You know what?
Black lace, I could do.
If that really was Rod Stewart, it wouldn't be like the most embarrassing thing he's done in his career. Like, it also wouldn't be the lamest thing he's done in his career either. Fuck Rod Stewart.
Yeah, he's pushing pineapples, shaking trees all over the place.
Yeah, he's shoving pineapples up his asshole.
Yeah, he's doing ass to mouth with the pineapple and just eating it.
There's
and it's a pineapple smoothie.
It's to mouth pineapple and eating it. What that would
Think
probably
about
tenderize it a little bit.
Think about it.
Yeah, I mean I am.
Visualize. This is what I want to do right now. I want you to just visualize Rod Stewart, old as fuck, singing Maggie Don't Change Your Number, where the fuck the Maggie song is. And he just has the leaves of a pineapple hanging out of his butt.
Okay.
I just want you to visualize that for the rest of the show.
It's like he's got a little pineapple tail.
Yeah, pineapple tail. But it's up his ass. It's not his tail. It's right up his asshole.
So after you shove it up his asshole, that's when you shake the tree. Push pineapple, shake the tree.
Yeah, you push it back out when you poop.
And then when you're done,
that shakes
once
the tree.
Once all your kinky stuff's over, that's when you push pineapple, make coffee.
Maybe it was like the first. It's not a colonoscopy. It's the thing when they blast your colon out. The water one.
Enema.
Is that the one? Was that the big one with the tube though?
Sure. I don't know.
Colonic. It's the first colonic.
Okay.
You jam a pineapple up there. You push it back out. It cleans all the poop out of your guts.
That's when you get the special colonic. It's like, can I get the pineapple flavored colonic,
Can
please?
I get the pineapple jug, please?
But it has like a funny name where it's just like fine apple.
The tickle monster.
The tickle monster. Here comes the tickle monster. That's what they say
And you
before they
just
do it.
scream.
Yeah, it's really painful, but at least it catches you off guard then.
Josh, every week people can write in at cast@geek-pop.com and ask us questions or tell us stories about things we talked about.
We're happy to have
Dylan wrote in and wanted to let us know about his dumbest injury.
him. Great.
His first one, he was apparently dancing in the seats at McDonald's when he was 4 and took a header and broke his collarbone.
Great. It's always
That seems like a Dylan thing to do.
And it's always good when a stupid dancing in your seat or sort of like a thing at a fast food restaurant leads to a broken collarbone. Like that's when you know it went really well.
Josh, he also was arguing with his mom when he was in 8th grade, like the bad child that he is. She threw a spoon at him accidentally because it was covered in mayonnaise and slipped out of her hand, and it gave him a black eye.
No, that was just your story afterwards.
No, honey, I didn't hit you. It was covered in mayonnaise, wasn't it? It was just mayonnaise.
You listen, we're gonna have to get our story right. So, I didn't do this on purpose, right?
Yeah.
Shakes him again.
Don't make me spoon you again.
I will coat that thing up in mayonnaise again.
It's like a grease pick. It just slips right out. I'm sorry, honey. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Dylan. Don't make me spoon you again.
Don't make me hurt you again, son.
I don't want to use the mayonnaise this time.
You like it when I'm nice to you, don't you? Okay, let's keep it that way.
Josh, Ernesto wrote in and wants to know what the most boring date we've ever been on was.
Oh, most boring date. Probably just like a really crappy movie. Like, just really boring having to sit through a movie with a boring person.
Hey, good story, Dick.
I don't have any better story than that. Tell me.
My two good ones.
My dates are amazing. All of my dates are thrill a minute.
Yep. So I think my most boring one was one that I actually texted Josh during almost the entire time. At which point, I know multiple times I told him, like, I just want to walk out on her.
Oh, yeah, I remember this one, yeah.
So,
you were done.
me and this girl, she seemed nice when we were, chatting in the beginning, texting each other, shit like that. And she was like, what do you want to do? I was like, let's go play fucking skee ball at Dave & Buster's. Because I love skee ball and I love beer, and that's both things at the same place. So we were having a little chatty chat about it. And she started the conversation that night with, I hate when people are negative. I'm never negative. I hate people that bitch all the time. And she then proceeded to bitch about her life/job for the next 3 hours.
Great.
And every hour that went by, I drank more and more beer and got more and more mad.
At some point, you should probably have just walked out and been like, well, we gave it a shot, Just be like, thanks, but no thanks.
I at least wrote it out until the end and gave her one of those hugs and was like, yeah, I'll talk to you later. But I was texting Josh both when I was in the bathroom and when she was in the bathroom. Like, why the fuck am I here? I need to get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, it's so early in the getting to know each other thing. You could have just literally just walked out and it would have been fine.
Yeah, I could have cashed out and she never would have cared.
If you had just stood up abruptly and made like a wash your hands of it motion and then just left, it would have been fine. Yep, I'm good.
If I jump out of my bar stool and just push it backwards so it falls and makes a loud noise, and just go, I am leaving now.
Yeah, because now she's telling the same story of like, it was kind of a boring day. He didn't have much to offer. But if you had done that, she would be telling the story of like, this crazy guy just like stormed out in the middle of a sentence. I don't know what it was. Like,
we both had the story of a lifetime.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You
and
should have made her
my other weird one was usually I try to open doors for people. Like a gentleman?
You've never opened a single door for me.
Yeah, well, you're a piece of shit. But this one girl, I did it the first time, and she's like, don't ever open the car door for me again. And I thought she was joking around.
Oh my gosh.
And eventually it escalated enough where she was like, I made a gesture towards like I was going to do it. And she's like, if you fucking open the car door, I'm going to punch you in the face.
What the heck?
And then I never opened the car door. And I never did it for her again.
And never called her again.
After that night, we didn't talk for a while. And then she hit me back up and she was like, so why don't we talk anymore? And I said, pretty much because you snapped out and gave me. We had a horrible night the last time we were together.
Oh, did you tell her that?
Yeah, and she was like, no, I thought we were just fucking around. She's like, I'm sorry. And I was like, oh, okay, so we hung up some more.
You hung out more with her after that?
Yeah.
I mean,
I didn't open the door though.
But then it turned bad again, right? I mean, clearly you're not dating her now.
Yeah, it eventually turned bad again.
Okay.
It turned bad when I was like, hey, do you want to officially start dating? And then she was like, I don't know if I feel that way. And then we just stopped talking immediately after that.
Wow, so you could have punked her out, but instead she punked you out.
She double punked. Yeah. I could have left with the upper hand.
Yeah.
She did the old switcheroo and then punked me instead.
She suckered you back in for a couple more dates just so she could get the one up on you. That's literally what it was. You won, and so then she got you back in just so she could win.
I don't want to let him win.
Damn.
I'm going to win. I miss you. Come back to me. Yeah, okay, we'll hang out once more. Yeah, I don't really like you. I'll talk to you later.
Yeah, listen, you should probably hold more doors open for me. Mic drop.
It was a test. You failed, bitch. So if you enjoyed the show, feel free to find us on iTunes and, give us a review, rate us 5 stars, make us feel popular. That's Geek Pop !podcast on iTunes. You can also find Josh on Twitter at
Josh Tastrophe.
You can find me at Girls Heart Geeks. You can write us in for the show at cast@geek-pop.com. And once again, I was Toby.
And I'm Josh.